Hey everybody, it is Sunday, July 16th, 2023. We are the Now Mind You podcast. As you can tell, TJ is not here with us this week. He has some things that he had to take care of, but never fear because you still got at least two out of the three people here. Two of the
Yeah.
Hydra heads are present.
Oh
So
yeah.
you got your boy Matt, which is me. And who else we got?
And you got Bryce. You got the
What the
petty
fuck?
one. Petty
Oh,
Gordo.
Petty Murphy.
Yeah. Petty Murphy. And the leash is off.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what happens when TJ is not present.
Yeah. That's
'Cause
what
I'm
happens.
I'm
TJ
the
ain't
I'm
present.
the passive substitute teacher. It's just like
Yeah.
just don't bother me and you good.
Yeah. I'm throwing all the spitballs.
Oh God. So with that, what we got for you guys this week, we got Hajime no Ippo, we got Chainsaw Man, we got Sakamoto Days, Jujutsu Kaisen, and My Hero Academia. Also, the topic of the week this week is who is a true villain in anime or manga? What's an example of somebody you considered a true villain? With all of that being said, no further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with Hajime no Ippo. We got
Yo.
Hajime no Ippo, chapter 1427, called Trust. Um, we picking up from where the last chapter left off, where Miyata comes and finds Ippo on the trail that he typically runs on. Pretty much the whole team, like they all just kind of run here. Anyway, he comes and meets up with him at this trail, and they start talking about Sendo and what his sparring with Sendo had been like, and Sendo's chances against Ricardo. And that's when Ippo, pretty much goes into his analytical boxing brain and starts breaking down like how he thinks Sendo might still have a chance against Ricardo. Well, Miata was making the argument that though Sendo has come up with a formidable strategy and a formidable attack that could be useful against Ricardo, he doesn't think Sendo stands a chance pretty much because Sendo couldn't land it on him. He's not going to be able to get it on Ricardo. And, Miata was explaining that he has a lot of similarities to Ricardo, and Ippo, in a very direct and unintentionally disrespectful way, starts explaining the subtle differences between Ricardo and Miata, but also their similarities and what Sendo's path to defeating Ricardo and or Miata would be, which would be the fact that they have heart. And though these guys are both technical aces and they're both really good at, you know, doing what you're supposed to do, hit and not get hit, they both have too much heart to sit back and settle on a decision of just outboxing a guy. They're gonna eventually not necessarily get goaded into a brawl, but they're gonna take more chances. Like you're just not gonna be able to sit back and take an easy win. Like an easy, boring win just doesn't work for those guys.
Yeah.
Um, with that, Miata also kind of semi creates a tease, like a bit of a situation, like he wants Ippo to say that he wants to still fight him and things like that, but obviously that doesn't pan out. But we see over to the side that Itagaki and Ippo's other two, his students basically, they were talking about Miata and Ippo, and they came to the realization that, like, despite how Miata acts all standoffish and stuff towards Ippo, he clearly cares because he went out of his way to come to this park only to find Ippo to tell him this information. Could have called him, he could have stopped by the gym, he could have did anything, but he made sure to be like to go in person. So alas, we get more of a tease of the Miata Ippo situation, and that pretty much was the chapter. Overall, the chapter was cool. Just more story build up, more anticipation, pretty much building up as we gear up for Sendo versus Ricardo. Where I still to a degree think Sendo's gonna die, man. I really do think that. I hate to say
I
it, but I think he gonna get a Sheeta no Jode in this motherfucker. I really think that's how it's gonna go down, man.
Do people really drop in Hajime no Ippo like that?
Not necessarily. Yeah, no, that hasn't happened yet. But people, People have been beaten to the point that they can't fight anymore.
Mm.
So, guys have been retired. Nobody has been killed in the ring yet. Somebody's been nearly killed in the ring. Um, but
Yeah.
that's kind of how it go. That's
Okay.
pretty much that. Do you want to take us in a Chainsaw Man?
Let's go into Chainsaw Man. You know, we are in chapter 135, and it is called Sentimental Drive. It's a really good name, actually, because going into the chapter, we start off with Asa and Yoru pretty much having an argument about what to do in regards to Chainsaw Man. Of course, Yoru wants to still kill Chainsaw Man, and Asa now is having a change of heart. Change of heart. She doesn't want to kill Chainsaw Man. He saved her so many times, not only from danger, but from herself. Which is a beautiful thing. Looks like Denji has a love interest, actually by somebody that genuinely loves Denji, though she is also crazy as hell. Anyway, um, so they get into the argument, and basically Famine just shows up. She just teleports in the room, like there. She's just like, "Yo, I see y'all got some good ass food. Can I just eat this since y'all just arguing and shit?" And Yoru and Asa are just mad. How you get through here? The door is locked, and she just keeps asking, like, "Yo, like, can I eat this? Like, y'all motherfuckers is talking when there's food present. I need this." I love Famine. I think she's becoming one of my favorite
You rock with
Chainsaw
Fammy,
Man
huh?
characters. I've walked with Fammy, fam. She just doing this for the food. She doing this for the pizza. She doing this for the gyros, for the
Hunger.
Italian beef sandwiches, and I respect that. So basically, she overhears that Asa and Yoru are arguing over Chainsaw Man, and she basically says, "Look, y'all can have your cake and eat it too." And how do you do that? Asa and Yoru have to join the Church of Chainsaw Man. And she explains, and we finally get into the two Chainsaw Man theory. Basically, the way they can get what they want by joining the Chainsaw Man Church, they basically get rid of the devils trying to hunt Chainsaw Man. Therefore, Chainsaw Man doesn't have to fight. Therefore, Denji can live a normal life. And once Denji gets out of the picture, the other Chainsaw Man will show up, and Yoru can kill him. So we get the differentiation. Denji is the red Chainsaw Man, and Yoru is trying to kill the black Chainsaw Man. Um, damn, it kind of just hit me that it's that they tried to kill the black
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man. God damn. God damn it. God damn it.
The Black
The black
Chainsaw
Chainsaw Man.
Man.
I didn't even like the way I said that, if I'm being real
Mm-hmm.
with you. I didn't like that. Damn. Now I'm rooting for the black Chainsaw Man. So yeah, man. I'm gonna call Black Chainsaw Man Denzel now. That's
Oh
that's
my
happening.
God. Let's not.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing it. I have to. I gotta see it through. So basically, Fabi says if you want to kill Denzel, you'll need to turn Denji back into an ordinary human, as I said before. Um, and so, just having a back and forth, eventually gets on the news that Asa has definitely joined the church. She's going with the plan, and she kills this devil on television, and it's getting covered by the news. And of course, Denji, still a little sad, he sees this, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Asa's fucking joined the Chainsaw Man church, is now killing fucking devils." So this will be an interesting chapter going forward because now Denji seems to be the one in depressed and fighting the fact of actually living a normal life, while Asa's kind of climbing the ranks and now she's the hero. So it's kind of a cool way to switch the roles. I'm really curious as to see what's gonna happen next. So yeah. What do you think about what I've said so far, man? What do you think about the well, I'm sorry. What do you think about the Denzel Denji
No.
situation going on now?
I'm not even finna honor the Denzel shit. I'm not honoring
You
it,
not go
Bryce.
did you gotta go honor the Denzel shit.
I'm gonna
Come on,
fight it. I'm gonna
come
fight it.
on. God damn.
I'm
It's
gonna
going it's
fight
gonna
it, but
grow.
I know you're gonna still do it. I'm just not gonna say it. But I already know it's gonna stick.
It's too good.
Um
It's too good. You can't even deny it. I know you don't want to say it, but you can't deny it's good.
I think it works at least now that we have some excuse me. We have some distinction between the chainsaw men. That there's the red one and the Negro one. So I don't know. I just feel like ultimately we got to see what's gonna how is this gonna just come to a head because like can Denji become human again since technically his heart is the devil?
And maybe I'm wondering how that kind of plays out. Like, has the black chains has Denzel been around this whole time,
I
and
hate
he's
you.
just chilling in the cut? Like, what's going on?
Does he have his own Pochita?
Right, right. You know,
Inquiring minds want to know, bro.
and what are the situations that come in place that he really comes for Denji? Because he did come to Denji during the last incident to help Denji.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't. I mean, Denji. Well, that was interesting in that he didn't show up for he didn't show up for what's her name, the original Control Devil. Uh, I
Makima?
don't want to say Makima. He didn't show up for Makima. So maybe because Denji was trying to protect Asa last time, that's when he was like, yo, that's why he showed up, because it wasn't Denji's main focus wasn't taking somebody out, it was protecting somebody. So that's interesting. That is something about the heart, right? Like, instead of just trying to cause mayhem, he's trying to protect something. And that's pretty new to Denji. Him fighting Makima seemed more of a I gotta take you out, this is revenge type of thing um rather than I have people to protect.
Hmm.
So yeah. Um this is interesting. This is an interesting way to go about it. I'm really curious as to the next meetup between Asa and Denji. And maybe we'll get an appearance from the Black Chainsaw Man. I really want. I do think having that not a, having some motivation behind the Black Chainsaw Man will definitely bring some things into place. Maybe that's I. It's just a lot of questions I have right now, so I'm gonna just chill right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, Denzel got some questions. Denzel, I got some questions.
Denzel, I'm so tired of you calling him that. Well, on that note, let's go to our next one. Let's actually hop into Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, this one was chapter 229, Inhuman Makio Shinjuku Showdown Part 7. We are still in the battle of Sukuna versus Gojo. Um, Pretty much they have still been in this deadlock, and with their trying to open and expand their domains pretty much at the same time to cancel each other out. And ultimately, to simplify it, Gojo can't let Sukuna completely form the malevolent shrine or he'll lose in this scenario. Uh, he needs also enough time to stop him from doing that and to open his domain. So if he can do that at the same time, then he pretty much will be able to put him in an unlimited void and so on and so forth. So he's ultimately able to do that. And right when it looks like Gojo is about to pull off everything, the Hail Mary summon that Sukuna did, the fucking General Maharaga shows up right in the last panel, right at the very end, and Gojo tries an attack, and Maharaga has already adjusted to unlimited void, and now Gojo is stuck in what's either going to be a stalemate of a 1-on-1 or a really bad and possibly one-sided 2-on-1. This shit do not look good for our boy Gojo, man. It don't look
Nah.
good at all. Bryce, Will, I'm gonna pass it to you.
Shit, man, you said it. This motherfucker got used to it, the infinite void. Like, that's insane. So
Instantly.
basically, Magubi just had the craziest power in Jujutsu Kaisen, just the whole fucking time, and we had a hint of it, but now we just know that that's just a cheat code. Um, I don't know what Gojo will do. Like he said it himself. He's like, damn, if I don't kill this motherfucker, I don't know if he said in less than a minute or a second. It's gonna get used to my shit.
Yeah, it
Um,
got used to it before he even could have just like before he could even do anything about it.
do you think Sukuna had that in mind like the whole time? Like he just had the halo out?
Yeah,
You
I
think
mean,
that
we
was the
see it.
case?
We saw it in the last chapter. He already had
Yeah,
pulled it.
so maybe yeah, so maybe that was it. Like maybe if the halo's out, then it just gets used to whatever fucking spell, like whatever domains or whatever just is around. So it's
Possibly.
like
I
a
mean, because it's
it's like
literally a last resort technique. It's the most uncontrollable Shinigami. And I think the other thing that we're about to find out is can Sukuna control it?
yeah, right.
It's never been tamed in history.
It's never been tamed. And frankly speaking, like shit, it can fucking go hand to hand against Gojo.
Yeah, and
Clearly,
this
Sukuna.
is bigger than it was the last time we saw it. Because
Yep.
Sukuna, pretty much is doing the final version of all of his shit because he can, use the maximum output of his body.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Um. Yeah. This is still heating up. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I think it would be very weird for them to bring back Gojo just to die. But yeah. We will see. How this plays out in the long term, I have no fucking idea. I'm just lost, bro. I'm just fucking lost, and I'm just here for the ride. I feel like I'm just going down this crazy ass river. And I know like I'm gonna get hit by a waterfall eventually, but I've accepted it. And yeah, this motherfucker broke the unlimited void.
Yeah.
Um, so what happens next? We're gonna see. Maybe Gojo got some shit some other shit under his sleeve. Maybe this motherfucker like, hey man, fuck both of y'all. I'm about to take everybody out. Maybe Megumi's like, yo, I've had enough. You know, we just gotta see. But shit, good on Jujutsu Kaisen. Just keeping the tension alive. Normally I'd be like, man, let's cut this shit short. But
Yeah, no, because it's like layers to it. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? It's been layers to the fight, and we had some build up to the fight as well. It didn't just go down. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I think you get that too.
yep. And they've been building up Gojo versus Sukuna since the first chapter. So
Pretty much.
yeah, we definitely got what we wanted.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right. Well, do you want to take us in the Sakamoto days?
let's go into Sakamoto Days because let's go into this beautiful masterpiece so far with just every chapter is just rewarding. It just keeps on giving, and I love it. All right, we in chapter 127. I just have to say two things. RIP, one, and two, we have a new Queen of Petty. We have a Petty LaBelle right here.
Eddie
This
LaBelle.
Petty LaBelle. She the new Queen of Petty. She the she the she the she the she she's the queen. She's the petty princess of 2023 so far. Um,
Okay.
yeah, let me get into this. Continuing on with the chapter, uh, Hesuke shoots a bullet that has a ricochet off of Hio's chin and hits Patty LaBelle in the fucking shoulder, and then Hio returns one of the nastiest punches you could possibly get. Uh, Thinking that this is over with, it is not. Uh, she feigns uh, she feigns being knocked out or dead, and just shoots Hio right in the fucking eye into the brain, and the shit was nasty. We get the next shot. What does Patty do? She gets right on Hesuke's ass. She fucking sends him fucking flying, kicking him, punching him, just whooping his ass. She realizes that Hesuke can't do shit without that gun. And she makes it very much known. Um, she's so sure that she go kill this nigga. What does she do? She just starts talking about shit that he shouldn't fucking know. Um,
Yeah,
Hesuke
basically.
asks her, "Why are you fighting the JAA? What do you have against them? Know about Al Kamar? It was a scheme to take in young orphans and teach them how to kill. They wanted to artificially create order members, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I felt like fucked up shit to have these motherfuckers after them like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we're gonna get more info into that as we get forward. Of course we are, but like I'm very curious because I know this has something to do with old girl dying. But moving forward, she continues on to say these powers fights in our lives. We didn't want any of this, but in the end, the plan failed. Um, and then Hesuke just kind of gets on his speaker box. But this is not the pole pitch you want to find yourself in. He tells her how it's wrong to involve innocent civilians in their rampage, and takes a shot at her. And what does Patty LaBelle do?
Mm-hmm.
She
Talk about it.
grabs a she grabs a goddamn what looks like a piece of a fucking sign, and the bullet ricochets and hits a fucking civilian. And you know what she says? You took out a passerby. Now we're the same. It's nice to meet you. Bruh,
Bogus
that
as
was
hell.
petty as hell. I love it. I love it. You know what? That was I don't have waifus, but goddamn it, I got a ring in my hand. That was beautiful. That was evil. That was beautiful. That was petty as hell. And I love Miss Petty LaBelle. Okay, going on with the chapter. He get back up, bullet in the brain. Clearly, he ain't got no eyes anymore. He's just blind. He's just running off the smell of Petty, and he just throws Hesuke out the way. And Hesuke's knocked the fuck. He knocked out Hesuke. I just noticed this now going through the chapter again. He goes back for Petty, and he just starts punching her. They fall in the water. And Hesuke, not Hesuke, Petty uses her magnetism powers to get the rotors from the boats to just stab through. That was a messed up way to die. And of course, Hesuke, being the thug he is, I'm sorry,
Hio.
um, Hio being the thug he is, he grabs her hand, and in his dying thing, he's like, "Yo, you coming with me, bitch?" And Petty like, "Nah, I'm not going for that." She just starts using all the metal she possibly can to kill this nigga. And even though he died, he would not let her go. So what did Petty do? She let go of the hand. I don't know if she cut it off or if she ripped it off, but that motherfucker is gone.
Just cut that arm
Um,
off.
yep. And yeah, she just gets out the water and she walks away. And we just lost the real one. R.I.P. R.I.P. I'm gonna pass it on to you, Matt. What you think?
This day extracted a heavy toll from Shorty. She came out that water without her arm because I was like, how she get out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He said, I got to get this shit up.
hey, because dog really locked them hands up on her hand. It was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. She was like, damn, even though he dead, like he not letting go. Yeah, man, like he really wasn't. He saved
Mm-hmm.
Heisuke or Heisuke, however you say his name, but he saved him in that situation, by
Mm-hmm.
throwing him out of there.
Yep.
Um,
And knocking him out because he knew Hesuke ass would probably go after him.
yeah, man. I don't know. It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild. I felt like I don't know. I personally just felt like, yeah, she just got busy, man.
She got
She got
busy.
busy, and they done picked off two people pretty much. I mean, Hayes not like dead, but he out of commission for now.
Yeah. He's definitely gonna have to report that to Sakamoto and them. Um yeah, this was a good fucking chapter.
Yeah,
Patty
man.
LaBelle is turning out to be. She just showed up, but she's a menace. She's a
Yeah, for
goddamn
real.
menace, and I love her.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
Getting into our last one, we're gonna get into My Hero. This
Let's
is
do
what
it.
I'm gonna say to start off. Where I was before, where we were like, you know, there's a lot of good stuff happening, but it's too little, too late. For me personally, I felt like they shit the bed with this chapter. Like it went from being like too little, too late to being like, just get this away from me. This was chapter 394, and it's called Ochako Uraka versus Himiko Toga. So this is the continuation of their fight, and their fight both in the physical and philosophical sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so essentially, I'm just gonna break it all the way down. While they're fighting, they're having this full philosophical conversation about who they are as people and what motivates both of them as heroes and as villains, and ultimately realizing that um where they both were similar were in the fact that they felt like outsiders, even within communities or spaces where they were accepted or where they should have been accepted. So it's made both of them essentially become people that they may or may not have wanted to become, right? Maybe not, may or may not, but it pretty much is like, here's how I got here for both of them. And you see that there's a similar path, kind of on like some somewhat Naruto shit. We're gonna come back to Naruto in a second. But the whole heart on my sleeve, and out there crying to each other while they was fighting and all that, it was like so many things that just kind of kept taking me out of the story, kept taking me out of the situation. Like I was telling Bryce before we even got online, like, man, you know what? I really think I'm out of this, man. Like only TJ can intervene now because I'm really just at a point where I don't even know, like I don't know if I can even keep on doing this, but it is what it is. I'll pass it to you, Bryce.
Man, fuck this manga, bro. But this shit was so. I said it last week. Like this is way past the point in talking. It didn't make no fucking sense, and I'm just not trying to hear this fucking shit. You, you can't give me fucking talk no jutsu. You can't give me that. You can't fucking give me that. And you definitely can't give me that. Not only because you didn't build this shit up, but because if if I was Himigo fucking Toga, I'm not trying to hear shit you got to say, Uraraka. Bitch, our lives don't compare. I have a quirk, an ability that makes me have a affection towards blood. The society does not want me. I shouldn't even exist. I can't exist in this ideal society. I don't work out. Just you trying to make money for your family, and it made you and you became a that ain't something you wanted. But you not an outcast, motherfucker. That's you broke. There's a lot of broke people. You might feel like an outcast. You ain't an outcast. I can't get by. And the thing with like, oh, am I pretty? I was like, man, are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Are you kidding me, bruh? And Himiko is such a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a good villain on paper, and then this is how it. Oh no, the blood ran out. The blood, it just so happened. Oh man, I can't. I'm I don't be wanting to I don't actually be wanting to talk shit about this manga because I know people enjoy it and they each their own, bruh. But like, come on, bruh. That was the most like that was just it was so stupid. It was so stupid and
Yeah,
unnecessary.
it wasn't fun.
And it's like, bruh, yo, you, that was so bad. Am I pretty? Am I pretty? You're so pretty. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I hate
Well,
this, man. I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
okay. We
I
just
hate.
go. We gonna move past it. We're gonna
Let's
prove our
move
hate
past
for it and move past it. Our topic of the week is who is somebody that you consider a true villain in anime or manga. Uh, I'm gonna go first because I only got one. I'm gonna keep it real simple. And this actually came up with me and you the other day, Bryce. My true villain is Shogo Makishima from Psycho Pass season 1.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Uh, if you've seen the series, you understand. If you haven't seen the series, bro is pretty much a sociopath, and he has found a way to break the civil system so that even though he commits crime, it never senses that he's a criminal. It never senses anything bad about him. And he takes full advantage of that and tortures people and shit like that. But bro was like really the Joker in a series, like in all of the best ways possible.
Yeah.
Um, but that, like I said, I kept mine short, kept it sweet. I only had the one.
Mine is Kohei Horikoshi.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I had to read that shit. Yeah, it's that way. That's how I feel.
Well, with that, y'all, this has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast. Again, hopefully we will have our boy TJ back with us next week. Jesus Christ, Bryce.
That
Yeah,
way.
I was not expecting that. You win today. I'm not even gonna hold you. Next
Fuck
week,
this manga.
what we will be covering is Jesus Hajime no Ippo. We will be covering Hajime no Ippo. We got another chapter of Chainsaw Man that we will be covering. Oops, I almost said something that we don't cover on here. We will not get another chapter of Sakamoto Days, unfortunately. We got another week break on that. Oh, wait, no. I stand corrected. I apologize. We have Chainsaw Man, Sakamoto Days, Hajime no Ippo. What we don't have is Jujutsu Kaisen. And we have My Hero. We
Damn.
will also be getting Kaiju number 8. And we will also have Super at that time. So
Okay.
we will have everything, pretty much our whole docket, with the exception of Jujutsu Kaisen. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us. This has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast. You can find us all on social media. You can find me at Matt Hambrick. That's MATTHAMBRIC, wherever you'd like to get your social media. You can find TJ at Tuss4_skate. That's TUSS underscore. That's TUSS, the number 4_SKATE. Bryce, where can they find you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Ashe_Onsa. That's AXE_ONCA Bay.
All right. We appreciate y'all. Be safe. We'll see you in the combat episode. If not, we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.